Hello everyone, I'm Anthony.
And I'm Miguel, and welcome to an episode of Lion and Buddha's Adventures at Oasis of the Seas.
Yes, we're live from our stateroom, and we just wanted to give an overview of Oasis of the Seas. Just give it a review, how we feel about the ship compared to the other ships we've cruised on with Royal Caribbean. I always like to start off with the pros, or the good stuff, so we'll start there. I would say the one thing I love about this ship is just how huge it is, and just how many different things there are to do on this ship. It's just like no other. I mean, we're talking, we have Central Park, and we have the boardwalk, and we have just so many different restaurants. It's just a very unique experience. What else can we add to that?
Oh, the boardwalk, the carousel. Just walking through the boardwalk is so fun. And Central Park, it just feels so different. It's like you don't know you're on the ship.
Yeah. I think what's cool is like you have the option to have a stateroom that overlooks Central Park. You can have a stateroom that overlooks the boardwalk, or you could just have, like, most other ships you can have a balcony view, but just the different options you have for a stateroom is pretty cool. So now on to the things that I would say we both didn't like is this cruise ship, being as huge as it is, it has a capacity of around 6,500 or so. It's close to, it can hold up to nearly 7,000 passengers, which is a lot. The last cruise ship we were on was Anthem, and I think the maximum capacity for that was only 4,500. We thought that was a big ship, but this is even huger. And I think the main problem is the windjammer, the promenade, and a lot of the common areas aren't made bigger to accommodate the larger number of guests. So every morning we would go for breakfast in the windjammer. It was like, it's always been table wars to find somewhere to sit. Like, literally every seat is taken, and then when somebody leaves, you have to quickly run to that table, and then you have to just stand and wait for someone, one of the waiters to come and clean it. And sometimes you could be waiting for several minutes because they're just so busy.
And then we tried the Solarium Bistro for breakfast. Same thing. It was crowded. It was just a nightmare to find a place to sit. There was people coming in and out. Like I said, it's our first time we've ever experienced this. We've been in Adventures of the Seas. It was during the end of COVID. It was 2022. It was empty. We didn't have an issue. Anthem of the Seas was a little bit better, more people, but we didn't run into the experiences we're running into on this ship. And I don't know if it's because of the size, or is it at full capacity and this is normal. We don't know, but it's just, breakfast is just, just to think about it every day, it's an issue.
Yeah, and I think the best comparison we can use is with Anthem of the Seas, because that cruise we were just on about 5 months ago, and it was post-COVID, and it was near capacity, but I don't remember having an issue with breakfast or lunch or any meals for that matter. But on this cruise, like I said, I think the issue is there's more passengers, but they did not make the dining areas larger to accommodate for how many people there are on this ship. So I think that was a big downfall. And then the other thing, I guess you consider this a smaller issue, but what bothered me was on deck 5 is the track. You can walk around the whole deck on the side, or you could jog. Most of Royal's ships have this. Now with this one, the lifeboats are aligned right next to the track, so it blocks your view of the ocean for most of the whole track. So When I'm on that deck and I'm doing my jogging or my walking, I like to see the ocean. I like to see the water. Not happening as much on this ship. On other ships like Anthem and Adventure, the lifeboats are raised a little higher so you can see the water. So I was a little disappointed in that.
And then also when the Windjammer and Anthem of the Seas, there was like a back area where you were able to open the door, go out, and the back deck. And there were chairs and there were places to sit, so it made it even bigger. This one doesn't have it. So that's another thing that we noticed along with the solarium. Anthem of the Seas had the solarium all covered, so if it was raining like it is right now, we're under another storm and it's raining really bad, you can't be in the solarium because the solarium, oh yeah, it's partly covered, but there's these holes, so when it rains, it comes right down on you, right onto the pool, right onto the jacuzzis. Where the other ship was the whole solarium was like completely closed in, so you didn't have anything, and it was temperature controlled. So if it was a little bit cooler, you can still be in the water. So those are the two differences we've noticed on this ship that we're not so happy.
Yeah, and then I'm sorry, I totally cut him off, but I was gonna say, kind of to go off of what Miguel was saying, I feel like the layout on this ship is also a little strange. Like, some of the decks, like, they don't wrap around. Like, for example, deck number 6, there's certain points where it comes to a dead end and you have to take the stairs down to deck number 5, and then you have to walk through deck 5 and go back to deck number 6 further on down or the ship. It's really confusing. The other ships we've been on, like, every single deck fully wraps around in a circle, and this one not so much. So it sounds like we had a lot more negative things to say, but I don't want to give that impression. Like, I think Miguel might agree, we love this ship, especially Central Park, and I love the variety of things to do. I really think this ship is very unique, and I highly recommend it, but those are just some things to keep in mind. Like, we started finding some workarounds for the heavy traffic, especially for breakfast at the Windjammer Solarium. Like, this morning, I went to the Windjammer and I just packed up a plate of food and just brought it back to the stateroom. We've done that.
Or you can start going to breakfast at 10:15, 10:20, which I know is a little late, because then it messes up the rest of your day. But if you go at that time, the Windjammer is a lot emptier and there's a lot of empty seats.
Exactly. That's what we were doing too. If that won't interfere with your eating schedule for the day, then and you can just wait a little bit, I would recommend waiting until 10 o'clock. That seems to be the magical time where there's not as many people. But that's our review of Oasis of the Seas. I feel like we spent a little bit more time going off on a tirade about how we didn't like the restaurants being crowded, particularly Windjammer, but I can't stress again how much we love this ship, how unique it is. I highly, highly, highly recommend, if you are going on a cruise with Royal Caribbean, to check out Oasis of the Seas. It's a wonderful experience. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content, and feel free to comment if you have any questions.
Yep, and we'll be adding a lot more videos. We're also going to add different kinds of travel videos. Not only going to be cruising, we're also going to be doing road travel and air travel, so just be on the lookout for more videos. But the only way of finding out is liking and subscribe. Click on that button so that way you can be notified when we post new videos.
That's right. But until then, we're signing off, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Have a great day.
All right.
Bye.
All right.